Hello everyone and welcome to this pick a card reading video. In this video you will determine either who your archangel is, if that is how specific you want to go, but since there are only a few archangels listed here, this may not be an archangel that works with you often, but it can be an archangel that is either trying to reach out to you or that spirit is telling you you should reach out to based off of what is going on in your life or any questions that you have. As always, we have card 1A, card 2B, and card 3C. As always as well, if you need more time to pause and figure out which card you're most drawn to, you can do that now. Also, remember that everything in this video is for entertainment purposes only, and nothing can be stated as fact. I will also be reading from the guidebook. It's only a short little segment for each of the cards, and then I will be telling you intuitively what I pick up on for your message as well. But let's get right into it. Hello 1A and welcome to your part of the pick a card reading video. You chose Raziel, and the keyword is faith. In the guidebook it states, faith wishes to be present at this time of your life, and Raziel similarly desires to help you. Make a sacred call to this archangel as you make your leap of faith, when courage is needed to flee from all that is familiar. As you embark on your new adventure, the subtle vapors of the universal mysteries will support you. Ask yourself, what is it that needs releasing from my life? If you hang on to a thought, feeling, or situation that needs releasing, it will only worsen. Let go and let God in, or, the universe, whoever you feel most drawn to, or whatever you feel most drawn to. Chant the sacred syllable Om to bring in the divine. So I feel that it's interesting because when I pulled this card, I felt that for a lot of you, maybe you have issues surrounding love life, which is, again, very interesting. So for those of you, I'll say, who are in a relationship, if you've been struggling with figuring out if it's right for you, the circumstances of it, then I think, okay, just hang with me. Some of you maybe just need to have more faith in it working, but I think actually for a lot of you, you need to have more faith in yourself, that you are worthy of love, if that makes sense. So have faith and believe in yourself more than any other person around you. Of course, we can still believe in the people around us, but I think now it's really a time of believing yourself and believing in yourself. So anything that you're feeling and thinking at this moment is valid. And you shouldn't shun yourself, you shouldn't shame yourself for anything that's going on in your life. I think a lot of the reason why some of you feel stuck, whether you're in a relationship or not, is because, wait, what was I going to say? Oh, wait, I think I said it. Okay, wait. I think a lot of you maybe need, no, wait, what was I going to say now? Faith, stuck. Anyway, I think a lot of you maybe are feeling, I think a lot of you may be feeling stuck because you have so much shame, and so you're stuck in the shame, and it's like feeling unworthy of certain circumstances playing out the way you want them to. And we get stuck in one of my favorite quotes ever, if not my favorite quote, is, we accept the love we think we deserve. And that is from The Perks of Being a Wallflower, the book and the movie. But with that, it doesn't just have to pertain to love life. I think so many of you don't think you're deserving of more, or you don't think it will happen for you, maybe because you grew up in unlucky circumstances, or maybe, even in adulthood, you've just run into bad luck, or maybe you've made bad decisions. So I think some of you too just need to have faith in yourself that you can make the right decisions, and that if you truly trust your intuition and you trust yourself and your own knowledge as well, so balancing spiritual or metaphysical, holistic intuition and logical, ethical, all that will really be something that's important for you to obtain faith in yourself and in things getting better too. So I want to go back to, so if you are single but you're wanting love, I think some of you, this message is saying that you need to be able to have faith in yourself that, again, you are a good enough person. Don't shame yourself. Know that you are worthy and that you are enough and that you're more than enough. And if there's parts of yourself that you don't like, that you want to change, you can have faith in yourself that you will be able to change bad habits, bad personality traits about yourself. I would say physical appearance, but I mean, you're talking to somebody here who's like a holistic, spiritual, woo-woo practitioner. And it's like, someone's body can only do so much for them. But again, if that will help you with your confidence, having faith in yourself that you can make better eating habits or exercise habits, you can do that as well, like if this resonates with you. But I think for a lot of you, it deals with relationships and love. For some of you, maybe it deals more with friendships, and maybe for some of you too, I think there's some of you who grew up in unloving family circumstances, and maybe those people are still around, and maybe you still give them the time of day, these family members, and you shouldn't. And this is saying it's okay to have faith in yourself, to find chosen family, and to believe that you are a good person, no matter the circumstances you came from. And if you don't believe you're a good person, have faith in yourself to make the necessary changes to be the person you want to be and do the things that you want to do. Of course, the key word here is faith, so just in general, have faith. If you need to call upon your spirit guides more for guidance, you can do that as well. This can be an indication of believing in what spirit is showing for you, or if you're doing this pick a card reading right now. So the messages that you get told from any of the pick a card readings that you watch and listen to, have faith in a higher power, whatever you believe in, that things will work out in the way that spirit is saying, or things are true. The things that they are saying are true. So even if things sting a bit, the pick a card readings that you're watching or listening to, or they aren't what you want to hear, just know that spirit is not trying to lead you astray. They're trying to give you the honest truth. So make sure to listen to that as well, not only to yourself, but to the higher power. And you can see that too here in the card. There's like sparkles and shimmies and stars all around them as they're looking up at the planet. I don't actually know what planet is. I don't even know if that is a planet. It just looks just a metaphorical planet, I guess. Or I wonder if that's supposed to represent a sphere crystal. Anyway, those are the messages I have for you today, 1A. Thank you so much for watching and listening to this video, and take care. Hello, 2B, and welcome to your part of the pick a card reading video. The Archangel you chose is Metatron, and the key word is wisdom. In the guidebook, it states, "The Sphinx has already created within us the wonderment of enigma. For within its being lies the wisdom of the centuries, the knowledge of bygone civilizations. Therefore, your choice of this oracle brings to you knowledge of your own divine wisdom. Through eons of time and the quest of many lives, you have wrought such beauty and knowing within your soul. Metatron wishes you to be still, to meditate on your own innate wisdom, and to act with the honor of an angel. Please chant Ha to feel these energies moving through your heart as the seat of the soul." So when I was reading this specifically, there's some messages that came through for me beforehand too with this card, but anyway, so the messages I have for you is, I think a lot of you who pulled this are old souls. Metatron is also in charge of sacred geometry, if I remember correctly. I'm actually not overly familiar with the Archangel. I haven't worked with them much in a while. But I'm pretty sure Metatron also deals with sacred geometry. But wisdom. I think many of you have reincarnated many lifetimes. If you believe in animal reincarnation as well, or alien life reincarnation, I believe you've reincarnated as so many different kinds of people, as different things, living organisms. And if there's any struggles or stressors that you have going on in your life right now, I feel like, Metatron specifically is saying you already have the answers within you. Even if it takes some meditation to get there, some like really thinking about it. That doesn't mean don't do your research and only go based off of like instinct and stuff. I'm not saying that. If you need to do the research, then this card is also indicating researching and obtaining resources in the best way that you can and that you know how to and that best serves you. And I feel that many of you, again, have reincarnated so many different lifetimes in so many different ways. And that's like a really big message I'm getting right now, actually. Also, it talked about the Sphinx, so you maybe should do past life regression work, just in general, but especially seeing if you've lived in ancient Egypt, back when that was thriving. Man, I feel like I just keep seeing like an old man with like a beard. That's like the main message I'm getting right now, just that you have the answers. And that if you don't have the wisdom within you, it's within the universe. You can find it, whether it's through meditation, talking with Metatron, your spirit guides, or with just doing proper research and having spirit guide you to the proper and necessary resources. If any of you are feeling stuck on a particular decision in your life, Metatron wants to encourage you that you already know the answer and that you just have to trust yourself more. I'm going to look more at what the page is saying. Yeah, I feel like there's not really much I have to say. Let me think. It might seem general, like the things I'm saying, but I feel like this is actually very deep and powerful. Like when you think of ancient wisdom, I don't know if you get a feeling from that, but like I really do get a very deep feeling within my heart and soul from this. Again, I was talking about past life regression work. I think that's important. I think doing, right at this point in time, any work with spirit, and especially Metatron, will be helpful for you. Maybe doing any witchcraft or spells could also be helpful for you at this time. Doing anything with numbers, because this is Metatron, would be helpful, like especially paying extra attention to the Archangel numbers. I wonder if some of you actually are healers or have been healers throughout different lifetimes or many lifetimes. This could also be an indication for you that you should tap into those healing abilities more, or if you were somebody who what am I trying to say? If you were somebody who, it doesn't have to be like witchcraft, it can be anything spiritual in nature or holistic, like an herbal medicine person, a naturopath, I should say. Doing anything in the like Virgo sixth house realm of that kind of spirituality where it's like healing for other people, that could pertain to you at this moment in time. So maybe if you are looking to do any of that as a career, that could be very helpful, like even like a psychic or a medium. If you are able to tap into those abilities, or to do something more in the spiritual realm, astrology, all of it. Any of that, if it applies to you, if you feel drawn to that, I would consider that more. But some of you, maybe it's just tapping into it more as a hobby or a lifestyle. It doesn't have to be career. I think for most of you, it's more so about just a lifestyle, tapping into that more, into your own intuition. I think a lot of you are a lot more intuitive than you maybe even realize, or maybe you do realize it, and this is just Metatron affirming that and then saying tap into it even more. And that will help guide you through any difficult situations that you are going through. I think some of you too maybe have some heaviness around you regarding the past, and Metatron is saying you have the tools necessary, or you will be able to soon find the tools necessary to release these to the universe and have that be transmuted into pure white light energy. And that things don't have to weigh you down anymore, and that you know how to move forward now. You just have to tap into that and not let things drag you down. Alright, 2B, that's the end of this pick a card reading for you specifically. I hope that you enjoyed, and take care. Hello 3C and welcome to your part of the Pick a Card reading video. You chose Archangel Sandalphon. I'm not very familiar with this one, so I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong, but Sandalphon. And the keyword is intention. In the guidebook it states, drawing this card means Sandalphon is asking you to make a list of your many expectations as these are the seeds of your intentions. Thought creates reality, and so, by revealing this card, you are being asked to truly specify what you intend and to place a purpose to that intention. From clearly defined purpose, your experience is wrought. The angels want you to experience love, joy, and success. Therefore, visualize yourself and your intimates in gratitude, joyously experiencing the outcome of your intention. This is the kernel from which abundance grows. Chant Hey in praise of the joy that you feel. So, there's a big emphasis on if there's anything in your life that you're trying to manifest, this is a good indication that you should also call upon Sandalphon to manifest. And they're encouraging you to find the ways that work best for you to manifest. So they were talking about visualizations, so that could be a key part of manifesting for you. Outside of that, I was thinking about visualization boards. And I think that could also be very helpful for you to have a vision board if you don't already have one. And I wonder if, too, some of you maybe have general ideas about what you want to have happen for your future or for something specific that you're wondering about. Spirit wants you to be as specific as possible because if you're not, sometimes it's okay to manifest and be more general. But I think for certain things that are going on in your life, Sandalphon and Spirit want for you to be specific and not leave any strings unattached. Don't have any strings unattached, sure. I'm just seeing rope, needing to tie rope and it needing to be made into knots. So any loose ends, there we go. So any loose ends should not be loose no more. So to manifest your desires, you are able to, and there's a sense of also being logical about it too. I think some of you are being unrealistic in your intentions, and I think some of you don't understand the reasons why you have certain manifestations or intentions that you want. So Spirit and Sandalphon want for you to really think about how you would benefit and how it would also benefit the people around you. Oftentimes, Spirit wants for us to manifest things that don't only benefit us, but benefit others. I think there should be a good balance of that as well, even if it's something where you don't think it would affect other people. For example, you're manifesting a specific type of job. You could also manifest, having a positive impact on the workplace, on the people that you serve, on your coworkers, or just the type of work you do that would be helpful for people or humanity, in general. So think about that as well. Think about where the intention comes from, how long you've had it. Are you somebody who maybe is very go with the flow with your intentions? Maybe you have a lot of things you want to manifest or want to have happen in your life, and you don't really have a plan or course of action. And it's one day you're thinking you want this, and the other day it's you're focused more on something completely different or the complete opposite of what you were wanting to have happen the day before. So really fine-tune and think about what it is that you want to have happen and why. And think about, is this something that I would want to have happen long term? And if not, why? Is this something you want to have happen short term, and why? Think about all of the whys and also think about the hows, because here's the thing. People, when they have intentions set, they think that means they can't put in the work. So make sure that if you have intentions, you're working alongside Sandalphon and Spirit and really putting in the work as well. I feel some of you are maybe one way. So some of you maybe are very completely logical and... What was I going to say? I was going to say something. I think that some of you... Wow, I really forgot what I was going to say. This happened with card 1 too. Card 2 was pretty straightforward. So I wonder if some of you... Again, so some of you maybe I feel like I was going to say some of you are more logical with things. Here's something I will say. Some of you are more logical and maybe just think that, even though this is an illogical thing to say, so this might not make sense, but some of you maybe think that with manifesting, I think this is what I was going to say. Some people believe with manifesting, you can just set it out into the, I think I was already saying this before. Okay. Based off of how I am right now, I think some of you are just very confused with what you want as well, which is why this is a really good card for you to have pulled. Because I'm like, where even am I? Like, I'm trying to say something I think I already had said. So some of you, I will say, probably are trying too hard to manifest, and some of you maybe aren't putting in enough effort. Some people release manifestations into the universe, and they're like, I don't need to do anything. Some people visualize and try to manifest so much. And that can be very confusing, not only for you, but for spirit and for Sandalphon, So fine-tune, make sure you actually want this thing to happen. And make sure it's also nothing that will cause ill will intentionally to other people, unless you are okay with karma coming back to you in a negative way. Or if you feel something is justified, even if it is, like, in a way harmful or hurtful or damaging to other people, then that's your call to make. I'm hearing about also, like, so with your intentions and manifestations, making sure that you understand the repercussions of them. Some of you maybe don't think long-term enough, so you need to think long-term. Some of you maybe aren't present and aware enough, so you only think in the short term, even if it's for the long term. So make sure there's a balance of energies. I feel like things are unbalanced with how you're going about everything right now. And I think there's, like, at least 2 key themes in your life that especially this pertains to, but for some of you it's just more like your life in general, for everything I'm saying. Let's see, is there anything else that I have to say? It's mainly just what I've been saying. Let me think, though. I feel like maybe there was something else trying to say earlier. I'm trying to think. I wonder if, too, I think some of you maybe rush through your manifestations, and especially if it's like your visualizations. That doesn't mean you have to sit there and meditate for an hour straight. That's not for everybody. And actually, especially if you're just starting out, I really don't recommend doing that. But make sure that you spend time actually thinking about why this is a good thing and being just as clear as possible. It just keeps going back to, I'm just seeing like crystal clear, like water almost, or like a gel. I just think you need to be more clear and less confused by, like, really sitting down. And again, I think some of you will benefit from, like, meditation or actually talking with your guides. I think some of you are too quick with it. You're like, okay, here's what I heard, now I'm going to go off and about. Actually digest what you're hearing or what you're seeing or sensing. And also have time to, because I think some of you really just have a lot of chatter in your brain. So sit down, meditate, or talk to spirit. And I also have time beforehand and after to do nothing in that space. Like, don't, like, for 5 minutes, let's say, when you're starting to meditate, don't think about anything at all. Not even what you're inquiring about or what you want visions for or anything. Or what you're trying to manifest, whatever it is. Before doing any of that, I think a lot of you just need to sit there, and if you have a lot of chatter, you need to just let it flow out of you. And then also at the end of you meditating or communicating with Sandalphon or a spirit guide or whoever, you need to have time after that for, like, maybe 5 minutes to just de-stress. And if there's any excess thoughts brewing in your brain, you can let them flow out. Or if there's any additional messages that need to come through, then they can come through. And hopefully more clearly. And I just feel like with the clearness, too, it's like some of you maybe just need more of a blank slate. Maybe you should reconsider the things that you want right now. And maybe some of you just need to start fresh and start a blank slate. And try to think of other ways that you can benefit yourself and your life with different things you want to have happen. So I'm sorry if that was confusing. For you, I was really tongue-tied. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed though. I appreciate you and take care. Thank you so much for watching and listening to this video. If you liked the content, make sure you subscribe, like the video, and comment down below as it really helps my channel out a lot. You can follow me on my socials listed here on the screen, and you can also check out my website, brittneysholistichealing.com, which is also listed below. Through my website, I offer Reiki, astrology, tarot, and other services. Thank you, and blessed be.